shots regarding this. Yeah. Woodford is just a normal.
No, I haven't tasted it yet.
All right, so now you guys are working on the next one. The next one is our Widow Jane. Widow Jane is our most expensive bourbon in the lineup. This is an $80 bottle. On the outside, it actually goes for $90, all right? Widow Jane is actually the name of a limestone mine in upstate New York. Now, I know what you're thinking. New York? How can bourbon come from New York? Are you guys aware that there's a Kentucky law that says if you didn't make the bourbon in Kentucky, you can't even call it bourbon? What do you think Tennessee thought of that law? They didn't like it. So the federal government had to step in and they said, okay guys, we're going to make a federal law. As long as you make it in the United States, bourbon is an American spirit, right? That's the law. Now it has to be made the way Kentucky makes it. 51% corn. It's got to be water filtered through limestone. And a few other odds and ends, such as the barrels have to be charred, that sort of thing, okay?
When did they pass that law? I'm just curious.
1965. So that law's been around a while.
I almost would have thought a little bit earlier than that. That's interesting.
I know. It was the early 90s when people started really thinking about it. But anyway, so Widow Jane is a limestone mine in upstate New York. They filter the water up in New York, they bring it down to Brooklyn, and in a chocolate factory, they leave the barrels sitting around to age. Now, what they do is they adjust the heating of the barrels, and that allows the wood from the barrel to be absorbed into the alcohol, right? Now, in that respect, you get what is essentially almost a scotchy kind of flavor here.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of Scotch drinkers really like this one because it's got that woodsiness and it's got that smokiness, right, of a Scotch. So I get a lot of people that like that. It's one of my favorites.
It doesn't taste like a Scotch.
All right. So that one is cool. You guys are getting all the flavors there. Good. Now remember, this is our $80 bottle. This one was our $30 bottle, and we see the difference in the flavors, right? We see how that went. Now, you're thinking to yourself, the next one, that's going to be super expensive, right? Oh, but Scott is going to throw a wrench into your plan. It's not super expensive at all. This one is actually only $50 a bottle, but it is getting better and better. This one, you'll notice, is 1753. Now, when was the United States founded? Anybody remember? 1776, was it? Yes, this is older than the United States of America. This is the first distillery in the United States. Originally in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. This was drunk by George Washington himself during the American Revolution. Now, when George had all his troops out there and they were looking glum, he said to himself, you know what? I think bourbon would put a spring in their step. So he got Congress to authorize bourbon rations for everybody in the Continental Army. This was the bourbon they chose. So guess what? Those guys got up and they said, yay, thank you, George. We're going to go out and fight some more, right? And that's how America was made great, right here. So if you're at all a patriot, you're going to love this one, right? I had to do it. All right, so on this one, the taste, the nuances are going to be vanilla and cinnamon, but this one is so smooth that maybe you won't even be thinking about the flavor. That's how good it is.
That's very good.
Isn't that nice?
It's very, very good.
Now you understand why George Washington selected it, right?
Yeah, the age is like incredible. And from Lancaster, so you can't go wrong.
Exactly right. Now, as we've been working our way through the groupings, we've noticed it's getting smoother and smoother. The expense thing is thrown out the window. Maybe this one is going to be the best one you ever had. Maybe not. The main reason that I threw it in here is because it is the weirdest bourbon you have ever had. All right?
Oh.
Now, this one, you'll notice, is High West, out of Utah. Now, what do we know about Utah?
It's out there.
Mormons, right, guys? Now, do Mormons drink? They do not. Utah is a dry state. How are they producing whiskey in Utah? Because there is a ski resort in Park City, right? It's up in the mountains. The rest of Utah pretends that that doesn't exist. We don't know anything about Park City. So Park City does whatever they want out there, and they are producing whiskey fantastically. Now, another aspect of bourbon was the limestone water. Utah is all sandstone. How are they getting their water out there? They're having it shipped in. They actually have water filtered in Tennessee, and they bring it in.
Yeah, you don't. That's quite a drive.
Isn't that awesome? All right, so the other really weird aspect of this one is the flavors. Now you'll remember,
$24.95.
all the bourbons we have here, none of them are flavored. This one is going to taste and smell like strawberries, cherries, a little bit of licorice, and the finish is toasted marshmallow.
Oh my god, I'm excited.
And this
for that.
finish is long, okay? You leave this in your, this is going to stay with you somehow,
Oh, cool.
all
I'm
right?
glad it's last.
Now it is still bourbon, so it's still got that hard alcohol, but if you taste it the way I've been teaching you guys to taste it, you should be able to get that marshmallow, all right?
Yeah, the marshmallow's right at the end.
Isn't that nice?
Wow.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah,
and
you may
again,
want to do a couple sips of that
there's
one.
no
That's good.
flavoring. No flavoring. This is all part of the natural distillation process. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Now, which one did you like the best?
I don't know. It's a very, very difficult choice. I'm really intrigued by the High West because of the end notes. If I had to order them, I'd probably say American Pride. The Widow Jane. It's a toss-up for second place between Widow and Mitchell's.